Wow. Good morning, Kitsus. How are you guys today? Okay, we're gonna do a stretch. Let's get this morning stretchies in. Make sure you get yourself some water, get yourself some breakfast if you haven't eaten none. I know we're about an hour behind, but that was because of some tech issues that I was having on my end. I'm so sorry. But, as you can see, today was supposed to be a wild card, and I have chosen to continue Genshin like we had yesterday. As you can tell, I do still have the sponsor up. It ends in roughly, I'd say, an hour and 30 minutes, but I'm not going to actually push for that too hard because I'm actually just wanting to enjoy the game, but I also still want to keep that up until it's over because it makes sense to do that. But I wasn't able to get into it too much yesterday because I had to wrap up quickly because I had a place to be. But I do want to point out that absolutely, um, please don't forget about the fan art contest for Baiju. If I remember correctly, it is Beyond Mortality. Let me double check. Genshin. We're gonna go to the official website so I can make sure that I am quoting this directly to you guys. I just need to get that correctly. Let me, because if you're a fan of Primos, which everybody is, then you might want to take part. Ah, there we go. Beyond Mortality. That is the name of the contest. And it is going until December 11th. It started on November 6th, but you have until the 11th of December to be able to get that contest win. So if you're interested, be sure to check that out because who knows, you might be able to win. However, so like submitting it, you basically need to make sure that it's a post that you can make on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. And you have to remember that even though multiple submissions are allowed, only one prize can be won per traveler. You'll need to hashtag it with Baizu, the fan art contest, and Genshin Impact, respectively. And then make sure that you fill out the Google form with the entry information to submit the link to your post. You have to make sure that this information is also public, that way they're able to contact you. And you also have to make sure that your UID that you have for Genshin, like your little information code, is also in the information management page to receive the rewards in case you win. Now, it's also important to note that the entries must have been made and completed within the past month. So things like unfinished sketches, plagiarisms, works directly edited with graphic design tools like Photoshop, or works with copied elements spliced together are not eligible. You need to include pictures of your work in progress together with your finished work, if at all possible. And travelers participating in the event are required to make their account and post public. So, do keep that in mind. These are all little details, but they're also still really important. That way you're able to collect the stuff you need. Also, we will have an ad break in about 8 minutes. But, all of that little information bits aside, because I think it's really cool they do the fan art contest. I don't think I've seen one since Ito. So, that should tell you the last time I personally saw one. So let's go ahead and go to our gameplay. Let me just pop this down real quick. And pull up our controller. Ta-da! There we go. So last we left off, we'd found out about Dane. Which was something. Let me just... I want to check something real quick. It is unfortunate that I don't know how to rapidly do this. So it's very important that I go and check my shit in the meanwhile. There we go. And we have achievements. Wonders of the world. Ooh. Claim. Claim. I also need to remove something, so we're gonna go over to my settings again. But yes, it is a little finicky, but it is controller friendly for people who are like me and they just can't play a game if it's not in keyboard mode. Or controller mode, that's more accurate to say. Now let's go... Quest. Quest. We had just completed. So now we can do Autumn Winds, Scarlet Leaves. You share your feelings with Paimon before embarking on the next phase of your journey. Something that I'm always going to appreciate is the fact that we have fast travel.
What's the hurry?
Let's go. Also, I do hope that you guys enjoyed the Bloodborne Kaya crossover. I might do a thing later. It might be a YouTube video, it might be lizard. It might be a lizard. It might just be something where I just chill in the VC and I just talk about it as I draw. We'll find out. It'll depend on what I can handle. And there's our talking point.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss.
I'm feeling like I really can't accept it.
Well, keep your chin up.
Cat. I'm sorry if you hear the clunking behind me. That is a cat.
Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right?
There's more to this than meets the eye. There has to be.
He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going.
I'm glad to have you as a guide, Paimon.
Then Paimon will be sure to keep up the good work.
Also, normally I would absolutely let people in, but unfortunately you actually can't do the main story quest or Archon quest if you're in co-op. Bit of a downer because some of these Archon quests would be really cool if you could do it with multiple people.
Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey...
Well, if we need to continue the journey, then we still need to find the god.
Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place?
Who knows? Maybe she did something. But then again, the way she does stuff, like, okay, yes, I know the cubes and some of the elements that we see on Paimon are similar to each other, but has anyone stopped to consider that some of her stuff is similar to some of the Ruin Guards? So, controversial opinion, but what if she was connected to Conria? Not in the aspect of destroying it, but what if she was like one of the artificial gods? That's a stretch. That's a whole ass stretch. I'm just thinking it could be because we see the red and black thing. It's very real a possibility that she just decided to separate us. But that begs the question of where we came from in the first place, which is a whole other lore dive. Which, by the way, I did see this on YouTube. I can't remember who did it, but someone had made the concept because all of the Archons are based after biblical demons, Like we have Paimon, we have Baal, we have Barbados. These are all biblical, like, demon names in, I believe, Christian lore. I can't recall if that's entirely true. I think it is, because someone had made the narrative point of what if Lumine and Aether were supposed to be based off of Lucifer because of the whole light thing. Because Aether and Lumine are very light themed, especially with the gold we have for their eyes and hair.
You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her.
I'm gonna need answers from her.
Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery.
We will learn.
Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next...
Let's go to Inazuma.
Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance?
I'm sure there's somebody we've met.
Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Atsuko in Lea Harbor. She's from Inazuma.
You know, I never would have said that name.
Let's see what she has to say.
I never would have thought of that. It's been a while since I played Genshin, but the thing is, I'm not even good at remembering people's name on a good day. You know, I teleported to the Archon statue and I was not healed.
What's the hurry?
I must heal. So we're gonna go heal real quick. Do I have any more Geoculuses to... Let's worship. I do. We'll offer them all. You know, I think I have Animo ones too. Hold on. Because I was, like I said, I was exploring and trying to, what's the word? Get primos for Riesli. Let's worship. Nope, I already brought it all the way up. It's like, I think I need like 10 more to get it to level 10. Dang. That's another key factor in Genshin. You're literally rewarded for exploration. There's little chests and you can find shrine keys, and it's just, there's a whole bunch of little stuff that you don't think much of it at first until you start needing it. I think that sometime today, whether that is on stream or off stream, I think I'm going to try to finally find that last Scarlet Quartz in Dragonspine. You know, before the last 10 that I need to get. The wings will be mine. Here we go. Atsuko.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
Great! We came to the right person!
but the chance of
Tee-hee.
success is incredibly small.
Yeah, better than no chance at all.
Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma
Stretch.
that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was.
How?
All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After
Ooh.
I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me.
Someone from Liyue, perhaps?
Ah, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liyue Chising.
Huh.
One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival.
See, that's really neat though. Like, I stand the world building here. It's pretty solid. They're setting up different areas in different nations, and it's curious to see how they all play out. I'm very interested to see how Sumeru and Fontaine are conducted.
Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling.
Ooh.
It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
I have a compelling reason.
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
So, fun fact, I had, like I said, I've said multiple times, I gave Genshin a small break whenever Inazuma came out and periodically popped in to collect gems or to do some, equipment grinding in Liyue and Mondstadt. Just the basic acting like Inazuma doesn't exist even though I know it exists. That's a better way of putting it. Now, imagine to my surprise, Inazuma's out. But I had heard and seen so many attempts of using Kaya to Frostbridge all the way to Inazuma, only to be struck down by lightning. Like, the Archon was not having it. Like, oh my goodness. What a time. What a time.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
But they have Rito.
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you
Interesting.
really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
Oh.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
Poor
That's not what I
Paimon.
meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue.
Beto!
Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
Oh, 100%.
Paimon's sure Beto of all people will be able to get us there. Her crew is super strong. But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
That seems like our only option at the moment, and it's fucking Beto. We love Beto.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun's Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
To the map. And now we're gonna have to frost bridge. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I heard rumors, and I'm willing to pay this price if I'm wrong, but I've heard rumors that Furina can run across water. I'm willing to pay the price if I'm wrong. I just want to know if it's true. Okay, come here, Joe. We're gonna swap you out with our lovely Archon right here.
I have high hopes for this journey.
I hope so too. Let's see. There has to be a place where I can. If I recall, right here.
Dodge this.
Dang it. So close. That would have been cool. Unless maybe we have to... Oh my god! What? How long does it last? That was... Yo. Sit-ups? Okay. Okay. I guess I'm doing sit-ups after just watching Furina casually not even have to sprint, but just casually walk across the fucking way. And before I forget... We're gonna shout out the Mori. Mori, darling. She is a forest spirit who may or may not bite, but she is a brat. You should go check her out. Let me do those sit-ups real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Definitely a brat. 10 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You just bapping over there? Bap, 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 bap. Yeah, I see you bapping. You're doing a little bap, bap. Ugh. Whew. Whew. And then we'll remember to hydrate. I don't need a reminder to hydrate. You always hydrate after you do exercise. That's good for you. Now we'll go back over to our controller. Party setup up. Cat! You needed to cause chaos somehow. Did you see Furina?
Shower me with praise.
Just walks on water. I think we can. I think that lasts. Whoa. So it doesn't work with anybody else. But Fiorina, she doesn't even have to run. She can just straight. Gosh dang it. The way I am baffled. I don't even know how to feel. Alright, Fiorina. You've
Evil
officially
shall be dispersed.
piqued my interest, even though you were already going to be on the team for a permanent freeze comp. Permafreeze. Look for the objective in this area. Right? We gonna walk to Inazuma with Fiorina.
If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
Beto!
I knew you guys would come.
Beto, 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 Beto. Beto, Beto. Beto, 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 Beto.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
I'm so upset. My stream deck doesn't work when it's connected to Genshin. Rest assured, I am absolutely swooning. Also, Kazuha. Kazuha. I want him. I don't have him. I'd like him.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
Is this guy a bard by any chance?
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma.
Ooh.
I prefer other means of entertainment.
Oh?
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
Fucking damn it, Beto. God, I love her.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
God. Are they snarking each other?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Fucking love her.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it.
Ooh.
So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you.
Goddamn.
Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
I don't exactly have a vision, but...
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue.
Huh.
And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after.
Oh?
Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Oh, shit.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Bruh.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
So I distinctly remember, because it was hard to not get spoiled about Kazuha. It's interesting that he's giving it away. But here's an interesting lore drop.
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Ooh.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent.
God damn.
Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again.
Damn, Beto.
So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
To be honest, I'm not interested.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat.
Beto just like, oh, you mean the closed nation? No problem.
In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
She really wants us to take part in the clash this year.
You just want her to take part in your tournament.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
You know, I'm not even gonna be like upset because like she's trying to scope out more talent, and it's not uncommon for her to take people aboard her ship to be part of the Crux. But like, I can't even be mad at her. At least she's upfront about it.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
I'm not worried.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Kairehara. So, I know that his last name makes sense with his what's it called? What's the word? It makes sense with his name and his appearance only because of fucking Inuyasha do I know that Kaede by itself can mean some sort of maple leaf. Which is prominent all over his thingamabob, his outfit. There's little animo crystal flies everywhere. Just so cute. Let's go to our quest real quick and make sure that we collect all of our stuff. We gotta go to our achievements. Wonders of the world. Anything else? Nope. Now we're gonna go back and shoot. Guide. Claim. Ooh, looky here. Okay, so what's a sanctifying essence? Artifact material gives 10,000 XP. Artifacts are themselves the physical manifestation of ideal and memory. Materials such as this, which contain the distilled essence of the power thereof, can make these memories and ideals clearer and stronger still. Ooh. And we got a wish! Nice. We got some mistgrass pollen. Ooh, some materials. Very nice. Whopper flower nectar. Very nice. Looks like today we have Ooh. We have the teachings of resistance, diligence. There's a lot of stuff going on today. These are unknown domains. Okay, but see, now that we have...
Once, there was a glorious
Nope.
kingdom established.
We're gonna skip that. And... let's claim all. Good, good, good. And now we're gonna go over here. So these are test runs, which can give you prima gems. Oh. I feel like we need this for, Fiorina.
Let the magic begin!
Invite to obtain. Okay. We have Lynette. Ayo.
Let the magic begin!
And these are... master the ley lines, put together the strongest party to plunge these mysterious depths. Ooh. But like, what do they do? Oh, okay. These are new challenges.
Let them.
It's important that you always check these things, because I do not. Which is terrible of me, actually. Okay, that's a quest. The likelihood of me getting anything at this point is pretty low. So I don't actually want to wish. But the thing is, I could, in theory, try to get her sword. That might be beneficial. Confirm. Now let's return. Have I pulled a 5-star on this one? There's no record. So I have a straight 50-50 right now. For whoever I happen to. You know what? Why not? Why not? Nope. Nothing. Damn. Tragic. Let's go ahead and make another wish. And nothing. Once again, tragic. But, luckily, we can go to the Stardust Exchange, hit that, and see, you can even get wishes just by doing wishes. However, there is a max per month. So you can get like an additional 5. So if there's banners that you're not really interested in, but you still have a bunch of Stardust, you can just like hoard Stardust and then turn it into wishes per month. Drat. I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Alright. Let's get to the clash. Star Conch. Crab.
What's the hurry? Cool it!
No! I missed. I missed it. Berries.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are.
Oh my god,
They
Paimon.
said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against? Hello? Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet?
Not yet.
Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part.
Meh.
The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Meh. He's certainly something.
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Oh.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Former.
Uh-huh. Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been
Huh?
going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
That sounds dangerous.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still...
Paimon! Fucking Paimon's face! She just like that. That doesn't sound okay.
I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them. And hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
I'm literally over here. Savior of Leeway, honorary knight of Mondstadt. Okay.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Paimon!
Mm-hmm. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
I guess he really hasn't been paying attention. And Leeway and Mondstadt were pretty well known. Chai.
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his.
It doesn't ring a bell.
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him.
Really?
For the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
That almost sounds like Animo.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
Yeah, that sounds like an Animo user scamming people.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
Makes you
So,
wonder.
if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
There may be other reasons you can't seem to master this technique.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Ling Shan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
Can't fault you for trying.
See you in the arena.
Huh. Last competitor. Jinyo. Jinyu?
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
Oh god.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Do you want to become an adventurer?
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing. A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
You're a renowned fighter.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf.
Oh, you poor thing. You're gonna get your ass beat.
I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have.
I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Yeah?
Chinksa Village Arm Wrestling Champion, huh? All right, you're signed up.
Huh? She sounds frustrated.
Next, please. What's your name?
Anuzin.
Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Ah, shit.
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask, aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
That is correct.
It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph.
Hi, bud!
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament?
I don't have a vision.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process.
Oh god.
So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
I saved Dvalin, but there's also the honorary knights of the Knights of Favonius. I feel like since they already know about the ancient god Osile, let's add Dvalin into the mix.
Yeah, put that down. And also, defeated the Fatui Harbinger child.
Fucking Paimon.
Whoa.
Oh, I love
Declare her the
her.
champion already.
Look at them. Look at they're so smug. That's so cute. I fucking love it. Oh my god. Just da-na-na-na-na. Back out. Da-na-na-na-na. Back out. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Quit while you can.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot.
God damn.
Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then?
I'm just not that interested in visions, that's all.
Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Alright.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
Makes sense.
Alright, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete?
Yes, I'm ready. Once I get this kitten out of my lap. Hi, Cleo.
Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout
Oh my god! No, I have to use the actual Traveler! My Traveler's severely underleveled! Uh-oh. 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 Oh. Oh god. Oh, thank god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Come here, Cleo. I need to remember to level up my Traveler a bit more consistently. Oh boy. Okay, we can ascend. Thank goodness. The way I am panicking. Oh dear. Well, here go all of my collected stuff. Traveler, I hate this. All of my stuff. So this is just a friendly reminder to please remember to level up your traveler. Let's check our weapons. We'll use the Iron Sting temporarily. Cannot equip during combat. Okay, I guess we're just gonna enhance the sacrificial. We can't ascend it! Well. This might be a tad problematic. Exile's Goblet. We'll switch that out. Exile's Circlet. I cannot equip during combat. So all I can do is enhance what she has equipped. Alright, shit. Hi. Hi everyone. This is Anu. Panicking. Oh! Hey! We got somebody who did the thing for the new players. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Max level reached on that. Up the max on that. We're going to enhance that. And we're going to enhance that. We are really flying by the seat of our pants here, you know that? Right, we're going to enhance that. Now let's... We just need to level up one more thing. Enhancing it. I do hope we're able to pull this off. Alright.
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
Almost perfect.
Ugh, how am I supposed to win now?
There we go, we'll be fine.
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
But we still have to... You know?
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite.
As the
So, what do you
favorite.
think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to
Oh.
protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise.
Oh.
You fought well.
Ah!
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
Didn't know that I was so popular.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For
Oh.
one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Oh my fucking god.
But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
God damn.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Valid.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
After a long wait,
We're
the
finally here,
semifinal-
folks. The rail show is about to begin.
So after a long wait, the semifinals opponents decided.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior.
Ooh.
You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
I haven't forgotten why I'm here in the first place.
Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
I'm not gonna just, how you say? Lumine! Oh shit. I have a C4 Traveler for Animo. Let's get you a better weapon, my dear. Let's give you the Light of Foliaire. Can we enhance that? We cannot. But can we enhance? We can. The Prototype Rancor. And let's enhance it. Enhance. And enhance. Enhance. I'm gonna bring you all the way up to 40. The way it is slowly going. So yeah, I guess just take it from me. Please remember to enhance your Traveler. Oh. Okay, we'll send you. Enhance. Confirm. And we can't go any further than that, but I like that golden blade on you. Now let's take a look at some artifacts for you. There really isn't a set artifact set for Traveler. It really just depends on what you're doing. So with the weapon, on hit, normal and charged attacks increase attack and defense by 4%. So we'd want something that's going to be very heavy hitting. So let's go and see what we can find. Let's see. Let's do the gladiator set, and we'll enhance you. Let's get the gladiator set up. We'll get you to start with 7. Now we'll go find another gladiator. We have the Witch's Ever-Burning Plume. Gladiator's Destiny. Goodness. Let's do HP and defense. Let's enhance it. Crit damage. Okay, that's not bad. And let's go find another gladiator. That's attack, HP, defense. Defense and attack. And attack and energy recharge. We will do you. Cause that's not a bad one. HP, damn. Alright. How much return? Oh no! Where are you? You. And then we got a goblet, so there's defense, HP and defense. Let's do intoxication. And then enhance. More defense, okay. Very nice, very nice. And last one is the crown, which we only have one gladiator helmet. But we'll do that, we'll confirm. Go over to our lovely gladiator connection piece, and we are going to enhance it. And what's the new bonus? Elemental Mastery. I'll take that. Let's go ahead and do one more. Nice. Whoop, kitty cat. Our constellation's good, our weapon's good. The only thing that I would say is not great is our level. And we can't really level up any further than that. Like, we literally cannot. I used all of my heroes, which I had a lot. Traveler. I guess I have no choice but to build an Animo Traveler now. I didn't realize I had her at C4. How do you change her? You know what? We'll just leave that as it is. Leave it as it is. And what's our achievement? Earn your first. Okay, we'll claim that. Alright, let's do this.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
Has he?
I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Relax. My girls Abigail's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
Interesting. I'm getting a little bit of butterflies over here.
Don't worry. Take some time to compose your...
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
There we go. Rancor is doing pretty good for Traveler.
Pretty good. I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
I believe you have the potential to be champion.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body.
Haha!
I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
He's like, I'll rely on my own strength, thank you.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
Very impressive.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
So will I.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too cocky.
Ah.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Uncle Yun.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
He did pretty good.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
And around we go.
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place.
Oh my fucking god. It's like, you won't be able to hit me. Oh my god, you hit me.
His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
So, how'd your match go?
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
Damn.
I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
Damn.
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
Who could it
Maybe
be?
we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill.
You're very observant.
In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
It sure is.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
Better to be safe than sorry.
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Oh.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
And I think that's supposed to be our first clue right there that he has an animo vision.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Oh.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about.
You know, it makes sense that he'd be an animo user.
Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
What's the hurry?
Whee! All the way across the land. Leave for now. We'll have to come back to it later.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Well, no wonder you decided not to bring this up at the arena.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say, it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
Yes, but how did you know?
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean
Crap!
these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
Interesting.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
The way he turns to look at Paimon, and the way her brows are slightly furrowed. Who are you, Paimon?
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's thanks to Paimon's knowledge.
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just
Rain.
told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Fair enough.
Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Dodge this!
Oh.
Cool it! From whence you came! Don't get frostbite! Dodge this!
Hey, more monsters.
Lament! Worthless! Here!
Bop. Not really traveler, but
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you.
okay, so we're not gonna underestimate him.
Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma.
Yeah, we're definitely going in blind, so why don't you give us a little bit of information there, Kazuha?
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, A vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead.
Oh.
In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
Oh, hi, Cleo. I had a kitten just crawl down my shoulder from the back of my chair. Hi, ma'am.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
It does indeed.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
I'm not so sure.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together.
Let's go together.
Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Even though we're not interested. Follow the wind. At least we're starting to get our hero's wits back.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please!
Oh, she's got that voice, that commanding. Ah, nah, you listening to me and you don't like it.
We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash. This is the final match. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the 2 finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
The way that she just has a tiny little tee-hee smile.
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
Maybe they just got the match time mixed up?
They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler.
Ooh. You telling me it's missing?
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
Oh, and then the rain is lifting. The one who cleaves through the storm indeed.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Oh boy. This thief doesn't know what he's done.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
Seems there's nothing else we can do.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Wind current.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
Ah, jeez.
Prepare yourself.
Cool it!
Calm down,
so
bud.
sorry.
One with my blade. Spirit blade.
To ashes!
That's cool.
Can't run from death.
Alright.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first place?
Hi, Cleo.
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Freeze!
Submit for judgment!
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time.
Aw, you guys don't even have any treasure insignias for me? There they are.
You caught up with me? How is that possible?
Pay the flyer.
I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you.
Literally over here is like, there are too many reasons why your idea wouldn't have worked. I'm not even gonna get into it.
In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist, namely speed, stealth, and style.
Damn, Kazuha. You were a sassy little thing. I didn't expect that.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
Hand over the vision.
After all I went through to get it? I think not.
Just do as we say, and there'll be no further consequences.
Really?
If you give up the vision, we'll let you go.
Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Fuck! Kazuha! He's a sassy little thing.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet.
Oh.
It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Damn!
Whoa, we don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Kazuha wanted that fight.
Cool it. Disappear. Worthless. Freeze. I'll have my revenge eventually.
Uh-huh.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him.
Yeah, he did do that on purpose. I fucking knew it.
Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment?
Oh.
It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
The treasure hoarder leaves in a frenzy.
Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision, but unfortunately, nothing happened.
So you were planning this all along?
Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened.
I thought that it could be, though. Like, wasn't that what happened with Ningguang's?
From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
I don't know.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision.
He's so sad.
No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Why are you so determined to rekindle the vision?
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
Story time!
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, "There must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow." Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless.
He's acting like the will of his friend that can be carried on through the vision.
But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned.
If you need to talk more, I'm here to listen.
Do not let my feelings trouble you, but thank you.
I love how they are setting up Raiden Shogun here. And the reality is, not only that, but I have her. I have the Raiden Shogun. As well as Kujo Sara, who is the leader of the Tenryo Commission. We never did look at Lynette. We'll need to look at her in a minute. And on top of having Kujo Sara, I also have Yae Miko. I have them all. Teehee. And like we just saw a moment ago, I have Ito, and then I have apparently Ito's right hand woman. That is Kuki. Kuki. Oh, she's pretty. Aw. Now let's take a look at Lynette. We can't level her up, really. Aw. Kitty cat. Weapon. Alright. She has a dull blade right now. We'll give you the lion's roar. That's only fitting. You're an ice blade user. The hilarity. Alright, let's go. We're getting there. Oh.
Dodge this!
Flaming flower. Don't know what it's useful for, but one day I'll find out. I just collect them as I see them. Poor Beto. She's probably gonna be so upset. The integrity of her challenge was called into question. Yeah, everybody's just straight gone.
leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux Clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention.
Uh-oh.
Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux Clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened?
Damn.
If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
So, will we be able to go to Inazuma now?
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Really?
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
No, we were so close to Inazuma!
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Quest complete. Prima Gem. Alright, we got some more achievements. There we go. Now let's go to the map. Gonna go to Catherine. This entire time I've just had a kitten chilling in my lap.
What's the hurry?
Whoop. Catherine!
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
About
What can I do for you,
traveling?
traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux Fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
It seems our intel has arrived.
The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh,
It's kinda hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
I fucking knew it!
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See? There's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyan Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
And now we're going all the way back. The immovable god and the Athenia. To the map. We're gonna finally get to Inazuma! It's been a year. It's been a year. That's still deep water over here. We're looking for the... There it is. Now let's grab Miss Fiorina. Jeez, though, I really need to work on building my traveler up. She's serious.
Witness my magnificence!
Ta-da! Gosh, I love that. That's so nifty. They're over here like, nah, we're not gonna stick around. Okay.
Ah, you finally made it.
Finally!
All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
Apologies, Captain!
Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
I love how excited she looks. Wow. That's so cool. What? Fucking love that. After braving the thunderstorm, the Alcor finally comes into port. We've arrived! We are present. Toma?
Oh, hi there.
Come on, let's get moving.
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain.
I love how in between transition, Kaya's over here just like, that's another pretty boy. I'ma move us along. Don't worry, Kaya. No one could replace you.
And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these Outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Surely the rumors exaggerate. Just a little.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
Oh?
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
We look forward to seeing you again, Captain.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye.
God, I love her.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Okay then. Adventure rank. Rank up. Confessions of an Outlander. More wits!
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma.
Gosh. I'd been wanting to get to Inazuma for over a year, and now finally being here. Damn.
You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
We're here to find my brother.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules...
Poor Paimon, she's trying so hard.
My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
He's observing.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
Welcome or not, we don't have a choice.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well.
I hope so.
Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Sorry. I need to think about it.
It's been a year. Has it been a year or 2 years? It's been a year and a half, so I'm gonna say 2 years. It's been 2 years. 2 years since I've waited to set the waypoint to Inazuma, and at long last, it begins. Oh yeah, you can also get 5 primos for every waypoint you unlock. Teehee.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
God damn. Whoa.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
That is a major discount.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
Oh my god, he's a pretty boy who uses his charisma and his charm and his good looks.
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
And it works!
Much obliged.
I've been mostly blind. Like, I know lore tidbits, and I know some spoilers here and there. It's kind of hard not to, but I haven't seen these little interactions.
2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
So there's some things that I don't know about. Like the fact that I knew that most people call Toma a male housewife. I don't know why. But right now, I'm more seeing pretty boy who uses charisma and good looks, and it works. Now I'm curious how he got that reputation. I think it's much more than just the Mora at play here, Paimon.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it.
God damn.
The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
The Raiden Shogun feels further away than ever.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
That may well be.
Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer is better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it could be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
There it is. What do you want?
Not you too.
No, no. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
That explains his reputation. Okay.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Very clever. The Fixer works in mysterious ways.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
I see a waypoint.
Why in the world can't I use my permit?
Where's the waypoint? We were standing right here. I saw a waypoint. I saw a waypoint. There it is. There's a waypoint over here. Okay. So there's a waypoint, but there's also no, that's not just a waypoint. That's a statue of the Seven. And there's a Electro base Kilos over somewhere. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Very nice. Now we can take a look. Inazuma is all the way over here across the sea. Damn. That's insane. So, Electroculus. Electrolycus, one could say. And let's set up the statue's blessing. Auto recover, do it at 100%. Restorative power is still rebuilding, but there we go. It is completely set. These are all the characters that I have, huh? I always feel like I have a lot, but I guess that really isn't too many whenever you place it out on a screen like that. And there's an Electrolycus somewhere. Electroculus? 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 Probably on top of the building. The real question is, how do you get on top of the building? Unless it's not on top of the building. Nope, it is definitely on top of the building. I just have no idea how you'd even get to the top of the building. You know what? I know a way. I know a way. There's probably like a legitimate way you're able to do it. But
Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
no, it didn't take us up high enough. Dang it! And here I was hoping I'd be able to cheese it.
Yahoo!
Let's see if we can do it again. Nope. Drat. What if I bring it over here? And
Let's play!
dang it. Maybe we need someone tall? Wait a minute. Tree. Tree? No, there's gotta be a way. I wanna see what the first electriculus looks like. Dang it! Cause I swear it's up there. I just have no idea how we'd even get to it. And this is with Venti. Yep, there it is.
Brace yourself.
Mocking me. You know, if we can get someone taller, I think we can do it. We just need to get a little further away. We need somewhere high, but we need somewhere... Let's try a little further.
Here we go.
And we're probably gonna run out before we even get to it. No! Ah, it's right there. Gosh, that's so aggravating.
Brace yourself.
Yep. Because... Oh. You know, I knew I could do that. I totally knew I could do that. Totally. 100%, no problem, no doubt.
My demon expelling monk.
There it is. Now that... Kurisu.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Very nearly.
Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
They have little marks on his cheek to show that he hasn't had a lot of food.
We heard the association
Or
has
that
been
he's
having
old.
some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes, left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
What's crystal marrow?
Crystal marrow? What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens...
Can't you discuss the situation with the Conjure Commission?
We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Or do you have the actual god of justice?
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
The vendor does sound like a fishy character.
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it! We're on the case!
Da-da-da-da. We're gonna get our openings through Inazuma, and gosh, is Inazuma just pretty? And look at all these maple leaves. Gosh. I got a potato. Crystal marrow. Werner.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
Yes, we just arrived.
So, what do you need with me?
Where do you source your goods?
The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
Jeez.
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Can you reduce your prices?
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Kurisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
Damn.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
Time to get the real fixer on the case.
Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
I wonder if crystal marrow will be something we see as a material, or if it's solely for this point in the story.
What's the hurry?
That was quick. You were...
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
You're going to have to help us help you.
Oh? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand.
What do you know about Werner?
Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
Seemed like a Mondstadter to me.
That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Huh. What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Got it.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
He's from Mondstadt. He used to be an Outlander. Well, he is an Outlander. Did they call them Outlanders or Outsiders? Also the music. Oh, I love it.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
It was the wind that led me back to you.
Huh? Where's this coming from?
We're being a little on the nose here. Some dandelion wine, which should be nice on a day like this.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
Oh, so these are all things from Mon. Let's see. An after pinwheel.
Mondstadt? You were talking...
Let's do... a plant that adores the wind. To the proud children of the wind, or the citizens of Mondstadt, the windwheel asters are the visible winds. Oh yeah, windwheel aster.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back.
May the Animo Archon protect you.
Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to.
Close your eyes.
Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
Listen closely. Doesn't it sound familiar?
You mean the sound of the ocean?
Grilled tigerfish. Get it while it's hot.
Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants.
May the flames of virtue spread to all.
Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern rite.
Damn.
Look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Liyue.
Let's see. All along Liyue Harbor were the silk flowers. What about Glaze Lily? An extremely ancient flower that was said to be commonly seen in Liyue. It transforms the memories of the land into its fragrance during fluorescence.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
A lot of people out there sympathize with the position you're in.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world.
Who are those people?
All right, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
The International Trade Association will protect you.
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions.
Oh.
They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
Inazuma's really over here like, get out of my land, outlanders!
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on.
We'll need evidence.
Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Teehee. Confessions of an Outlander.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Oh ho ho.
Love or freedom? Which one should I choose? Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line. What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
We're being sneaky.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Teehee. We sneak.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
carried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
So what did you bury?
Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Even if we did find Mora, we'd give it to the Trade Association.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let me take a look here. Aha, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Can you actually buy anything here? He must be very good at cooking. Oh, this client has a way with words. Aw, he ended up perishing during a rainstorm. Dry braised salted fish. Goodbye. Very nice. Look at food. There we go.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
You're the one making a mockery of the rules here, Keiichiro.
Hmm? And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
The way that they have Lumine's eyes slightly down, I know it's just a camera angle, but it makes it where you don't really see too much of the shine in her eyes.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
Oh dear.
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Kurisu's over here like, oh, me? Threaten you? No. But an ugly rumor or two, that's not really a threat, is it?
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Oh boy.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
Oh boy. This is about to go south.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect for the rules.
Oh boy.
Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Oh my god, is it gonna work?
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Contacts, Paimon. Contacts.
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young...
Ooh. Lady of our clan some courtesy? So it cut off, but he pulled out a fan and was saying you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy.
Lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist.
Cheeky.
No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Toma, what was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Toma, you are cheeky. You've had a position of authority this whole time. It's not just being clever. Which, I mean, he is being clever. I'm just saying, he's got more than that going on.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
Tell me about the Shirasagi Megami.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself.
I mean, I wouldn't have put it past Beto to know somebody who was clever enough to get through all the hoops. But it makes sense that she knows somebody that has an authority point as well.
I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself.
No Paimon bowl soup! She has done nothing wrong.
I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Himagimi. What does Himagimi mean? I know that Hime is like some kind of princess. And how wow for it! I hope that you were having a fantastic day.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Da 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 da.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato.
It was a fun day. I'm glad you had a fun day. We finally got to Inazuma. It's been 2 years, but we've gotten it.
Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan.
I'm sorry that my mic just brushed up against my controller like that. I was leaning down because I have a little kitten playing around behind me. Let me see if I can get her to move. Because she's running around behind me like a menace. There we go. Little menace. Little menace Cleo. Then I rolled over something. Alright.
I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend.
So as her attendant, are we helping you or her?
You're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary.
If you were Genshin character, she'd be my favorite choice. Aww, that's sweet. Honestly, I probably need to try to draw what Anu might look like as a Genshin character. I'd joke around and I'd ask which element I'd be, but I think it goes without saying that I'd be slotted in for cryo. The real question is if it would be a weapon or if it would be a catalyst.
Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island. And I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
I'm gonna have to put my BRB screen up real quick. Hold on, I actually can't even do that because I'm in the middle of a cutscene. Hold on, just a moment. right. My apologies. I had someone come ringing our doorbell. I'm so sorry. I was in, and what I was meaning was I was in the middle of a cutscene, so I couldn't put my Be Right Back screen up until I got back. I'm so sorry. Alright. Let us continue. Okay.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Do I hear that? What do I hear? What do I hear? What am I supposed to hear?
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was, I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived.
Interesting. It's a cricket! Cricket! No! Not the cricket!
Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
Oh.
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see.
Oh.
With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree.
I never offered to help.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading.
I have one goal here. To meet the Raiden Shogun.
Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
He seems so sad. He was evaluating our skill set.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
There's one problem.
Huh? What's up?
Outlanders are unable to leave Ritao.
Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too?
This must be the next part of his test.
Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing!
Yeah.
Soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Now we need to go this way. To the border. Which is really not that far. Wow. They weren't kidding.
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito?
If the Yashiro Commission has heard of us, I wonder if the Kanjo Commission has heard of us.
Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner?
Yes.
Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
I don't think that's gonna go very well for us, Paimon. Rito's quite small.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
To cheeky.
Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel.
Really?
Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you get all that, mister?
My
Paimon!
sincere apologies.
Just her tiny mister. She's so cheeky. No! There will be no Paimon stew. Or ramen.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
We don't know if she's evil.
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
We don't know for sure if she's evil. We just know that her theme matches a little bit.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
You're so cheeky.
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the overlord of the vortex back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
Paimon's eyes. You know, that's a pretty fair point.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel.
They
Is
scare
that
you?
true?
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all.
I think it may also have to do with the fact that they're wanting Paimon's eyes to appear otherworldly. So while we do have little stars in her eyes, there's also the fact that her iris, like her pupil is white. Which can sometimes be used as a concept point to indicate power, an otherworldly nature, or something that's just not quite right.
Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us.
I see.
One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
This is my forte.
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Qingshin. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Qingshin, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
They don't stay fresh after they're picked.
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters to be precise.
What the fuck?
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
They are. But there's something, or rather someone, wanting to talk to us from the sidelines.
Halt, you two!
Just as I expected.
What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see.
Dear traveler, would that I could convey this message to you in person. I apologize for the hasty means by which this letter has come to you, and I hope that it hasn't left you feeling perplexed or perturbed in any way. This is my first time extending an invitation to an unknown outlander, after all. It is no mere coincidence that our paths have crossed. Therefore, I hope that you will be so courteous as to meet me tonight under the glow of the resplendent moonlight. Please do not fret about retainers and bodyguards. I will ensure that their attention shall be elsewhere. I look forward to the pleasure of your company.
So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
Shinsuke had no intention of letting us leave.
Paimon knew something just didn't seem right about him. Let's ask her tonight and see what she has to say.
At night. Ah-da-da. What is going to happen? Nobody knows. All I do know is we're going to find some interesting secrets. Also, welcome in. I'm looking at the username and it's ZF, so would it be Zia or ZF? So now we have to change the time. Anyway, alright. Yeah. For you're over here like, you meeting somebody at night? Alright, let's, shoot, I cannot remember for the life of me. Paimon, we're gonna get to the map. Now we need to change the time frame. The way that my brain has completely forgotten how to change time. Ah! Ah! I have a kitten grabbing my foot. There's the time frame. Cleo. I hope that you stop being a menace, Cleo. I just feel her tiny claws pinpricking me. Nope. I will not. Did I get the time right? 1800. Dude, she will. If you're not careful, she's a little menace. She's learning how to manage her claws better though, so that's good. Oh wow, I managed to land it exactly at 1800. But yes, welcome India. Ooh, achievement. Claiming. You know, I wonder how many primos we've claimed throughout the course of getting from the Crux Clash to now. 182, not bad. Alright, meet Yagi Shisato. Womp. Womp womp. Right over here.
Ah, you finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato.
Okay.
This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
When did we meet you?
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
I'm delighted to see you again.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
If I became an NPC in Genshin? If I became an NPC, like if we're talking about if I were to actually show up and get into Genshin Isekai style, and I became an NPC, I would probably try to see what I could do, because the idea of doing adventures seems cool in theory, but it's actually really dangerous. And while my pain tolerance may be extremely high, there's a difference between tolerating a migraine versus being thrown halfway across the map from a freaking Mitachurl or a Lalachurl. And then there's the bosses too. And that's just like normal work for adventurers. Though it is important to note that a Lalachurl or a Mitachurl might be a combat thing that would be considered for a high-ranking adventurer and not a low-rank adventurer. So I mean, in theory, a low-ranking adventurer wouldn't be that bad. So I think that would be pretty cool. I'd like to have a vision, but the thing is, from what we understand, visions aren't just handed out to everybody. We have a lot of, like, playable characters, and we see a lot of people with visions, but that's just because the traveler themselves is an exceptional person. So I don't know how likely it is that I get a vision, but if I did get one, that would make adventuring a lot easier.
Discuss what?
So I think it'd be cool.
I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Oh! What if you have an S-class power? I'm not gonna lie to you. If I did have a vision, and if I had a strong vision, then adventuring, being a high-rank adventurer would be amazing. I love exploring things. Being able to see the mountaintops from what we've seen in Genshin. Just seeing the suns and even the power of the gliders. Just being able to glide from the mountaintops. Now, I don't know how, I don't think I'd be very much, I don't think I'd have a lot of fun in Fontaine. I can't swim. But, I think it'd be fun. But, aw, look at her, look at Lumine's face. She just has to do that, or I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
I know, right? Genshin would be fun. Now, if there was a world I'd want to be isekai'd into, though, Pokemon.
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain.
Well, it's not just that. Ever since Lumine's gotten to frickin' Inazuma, she's made it very clear, I just want to meet the Archon. And that can be extremely difficult to pull off, given that the Archon is kind of like, it's basically a nation's god. However, she's going around and doing a bunch of minor tasks that don't have too much build-up, at least to her perspective, and to us as the player.
I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamaji of the Tenryou Commission.
Ah, so Hiraki is actually trying to help. It was a misunderstanding on our end. Because there are people who understand the situation that Lumine's been placed into, but because Lumine is stressed out and just wanting to find information, because this is right after we figured out that Aether was part of the Abyss. So her goal here is, I'll give you a letter, and you're delivering letters for my father, which means that here's your ticket off of Ruto.
My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji.
And it also helps getting her own. It's two birds, one stone. You can get off of Ruto, I get to talk to my boyfriend.
There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
Ah, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise.
Seeing as we don't have any other options...
To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying trying to hold us up here?
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago.
Oh.
They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun.
I'm willing to bet it's Kujo-Sara.
We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is... Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
So, as we're learning about, what's it called? As we're learning about Inazuma, I do know who Kujo-Sara is. And I actually really do like her design. Come here, Sara. I like her because she's a Tengu. And it's such a nice design aspect to see that they actually give her the wings. It's so neat. Go to Rito's border to carry out Chisato's plan. And away we go. Oh, there's a kitten in my lap again. Kitten. Hi, Cleo. Hi, Cleo. What are you doing? You watching me play? Okay.
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjo Commissioner. We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
I would take a picture of her in my lap, but unfortunately she always seems to move whenever I mention pictures. Cleo? What are you doing, Cleo? Yeah. Yeah, she does that. She's been doing it off and on this entire time.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort the shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
Simple. Don't say, just take it easy. Yep. She's a kitten, though. She just moves around. She'll stare at the screen, then dart off into the abyss. I look forward to working with you.
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament.
She has decided to loaf on my leg. I have a freshly baked loaf!
Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't stand a chance.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
Yes, my lady. You heard her. There's no time to look.
Oh god, the transport balloon. Oh goodness.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it.
Freeze! I'm not careless. Don't get frostbite.
Kitten!
Dodge this!
Ah! Kitten!
Let's get down to business. This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
Monster sighted! Prepare to counterattack! Protect Lady Hiraki at all costs!
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
Okay.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Evil conquering!
Watch out! More monsters inbound! Lady Hiraki, stay close!
A touch of frost. Submit to judgment. Don't get frostbite.
Oh my god, I hate time balloon events.
You win.
Dodge this. Freeze.
So where's the destination?
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there.
Ooh.
In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
Thank you, Chisato.
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Aww.
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
Aww.
No, I was just clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest dreams,
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But what will happen if your actions here are discovered, Chisato?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food or something to that effect.
Get.
Huh. Paimon never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
all right.
Aww. Offer electro signals to the sacred Sakura of the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Whew! We're finally on our own way again! I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say?
To the tea house. Did we already unlock that? Kitchen? Oh. The destined one. Hana Chirusato, and you are a shrine maiden. Yeah, snacks! The village in front of you named Konda Village, and there's a barrier within it that needs to be lifted. The barrier is hidden behind a certain secret. Will there be a reward? Snacks! Snacks. She? Snacks. We like snacks. Konda? Paimon's nose is better than a dog's. A dark secret? Teleport waypoint. Let's see. It is unfortunate, but our time is drawing to a close. We have yet to get the mic figured out. And the roommates will be home soon. So that is unfortunately where we will have to stop. Let us cancel navigation. Yes, it is very unfortunate. If I could go longer, I would. We just got the Inazuma, which I'm probably gonna material grind on, since I'm finally here for Yayamiko. But it is what it is. Let's return to our chatting screen, and we're gonna find somebody to raid. We are gonna find somebody to raid. Let's see. Interesting that it changed from 2 to 3. That's weird. Huh. Ah well. That does bring us to the end of our sponsorship. And since I'm not in too terrible a rush, I can now say that it was actually nice. I appreciate getting to do this. Let us look up what the fan art contest is again. Baizu fan art contest. Beyond Mortality. Yes, do not forget that there is the Beyond Mortality contest going on right now. This is when you can get your chance to get a lot of premos, like a bunch. And don't forget, you can enter as many submissions as you want. So, even if you don't think that you can draw, I still think you should give it a shot. Honestly, there are a dozen varieties of different people with different skill sets who draw. It would be remiss if someone wasn't chosen because of a skill level. If there's intent and there's purpose and you see their sketches, which is important to know, please remember to go check this out so you don't lose everything, because I know I'll be a scatterbrain and I will miss certain details. You gotta use certain hashtags. They have to be on either Facebook, Insta, or Twitter. And you need to make sure you use the proper hashtags. Hashtag Genshin Impact, hashtag Baizu, hashtag fanart contest. There's more details than that, but you also need to make sure that you have your PayPal set up so you can have the cash reward. You have to make sure you're filling out the proper Google Docs whenever they ask you to over on the official website. I honestly think it's worth a shot. And if nothing else, you've got to show some love for a favorite caricature. Like, Baizu's pretty neat. He's literally really close to achieving immortality, apparently. Genshin caricatures are pretty interesting. That goes without saying. But I know who we are going to raid. We are going to raid Body doll. They are currently playing party animals. They are also an artist. I think they're really cool. They're really chill, and sometimes they just go straight chaotic. So I think it'll be fun. Let me just get that set up. And we're gonna close Genshin. Open up our thingy-mabob. Make sure everything's set and ready to go. Alright, Kitsus, thank you so much for joining in today. I had a fantastic time, and I'm excited that we finally have Inazuma unlocked. I can't wait to explore the story further with you and finally actually meet Yae and Miko. Like, more Kitsunes, please. Thank you. Looking forward to it and over the moon. Okay, Kitsus. Make sure that you take care of yourself now. Remember to drink some water, get some snacks, get some aqua. Bye-bye!